everybody. We are here. We are live today. D. Williams here. And we are talking about this $10 trillion labor automation opportunity that's on the table. But before we dive in, I want to just do a few things. First, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Number one. Number two, I want you to like, subscribe to this channel. Okay, if you're on my YouTube specifically, but definitely like this video. We're going to get into a lot of cool things. I've got some things I want to share with you today. I don't have a PowerPoint for you today, but I do have some things I want to share to show you what's going on in the industry and how you can take advantage of those things. So definitely like this video, subscribe to my channel. I want you to, when you get a chance, I have a free ebook. It's called Fuck Being Broke. It is not, if you're not broke financially, you still want this book because it's about mindset. But if you are strapped financially and you're trying to get from point A to point B, it gives you a step-by-step guide on exactly how to get out of that situation. Like literally step-by-step, you can go through and you can transform your finances within a very short period of time. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and download the ebook when you get a chance. I do want to know where you're calling in from, what's your name, where you're from, what's your niche. We're today talking a little bit more about staffing, but I want to talk to you in general, right, about just the automation that is taking place right now and that's going to continue to take place right now. I know every week I'm coming back, I'm like, D, you're like, you're scaring me with the AI situation and so forth. Things are getting very real out here. And I really want you to be on the team that wins, on the team that actually utilizes AI as leverage, and you're not in a situation where you're trying to figure things out, because a lot of people are going to be in a situation where they're trying to figure things out. I got a couple of videos I'm going to be sharing with you today as well. We're going to have a little bit of fun. I don't have a lot of time, but we're going to have a little bit of fun. I think it's very important for you to get a good idea of what's going on out here, why things are happening the way they are, and how you can protect yourself, protect your business, protect your future, protect your legacy. Come on with it. Like, I know y'all with me with this legacy thing, right? Hey, Marcius in the house. Okay, yes, put it in the chat. Let me know. I want to know where you hear from. How are you hanging out with me today? And even what platform you're on. I got to tell y'all, if you're looking for me on any Facebook platform, apparently I got hacked and they just removed my entire account. Like, so my Facebook, my Instagram, all of the groups that I had, all of my pages, everything just gone. And trying to figure out how to get it back has been very damaging. It's been challenging. My feelings have been hurt because I was thinking it would be just easy to say, hey, I wasn't hacked, or, da 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 da. But that's definitely not what's happening. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about what's happening with AI and the shift. Like, I'm telling you all about this labor market, this opportunity to go when, hold on one second, because it's going to get a little noisy. This opportunity for you to cash in on this AI gold mine. And it is a gold mine. And I'm not one to typically do the whole hype up thing, like the gold mine, kind of like how they did with when the internet came or what have you. But it is really important to know that there are a number of things that are happening right now that affect AI, that AI is affecting. And the labor market is definitely one of those things, right? And I can't deny that. You can't deny that. And so that's something that's very important. I'm trying to pull my little sheet up for you because I want to show you something. I want to show you, because I've been really doing a lot of research and just like putting things together so that you can have a really good understanding of how things are panning out right now. Because believe it or not, things are changing way faster than you and I think. Okay, so this is one of the things I'm going to show you. Hold on one second. I'm putting that in the screen. And then I have one more thing that I want to show you. Okay, that's the second thing I want to show you. Oh, I'm so excited. Hold on one second. I want to, and then yeah, I think we should definitely talk about this as well today. We're gonna dive into a couple of things. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I hope you are ready. I hope you got, this is what I'm looking for. I hope you got your pen and your paper out because it's about to get real. And let's talk about it. So, how do I get, I'm not going to sound like an old lady. How do I get, okay, let's go there. All right. And let's share, add to stage. All right. Let's start with the big thing right here. And I don't know, I hope you can see this sheet. I'm going to try to make it zoom it in a little bit more. But this is the 5 market lanes. So right now we've been talking about the opportunity, right? And I want to talk about the opportunities because I think this is where people are like, okay, D, how do I really get in on this AI thing? And I feel like there are 5 lanes that you can get into AI. I'm teaching this in my boot camp this week. My boot camp is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, where my clients are actually building a full AI product. If you want to know more, I'll put the link in the box. But these are the 5 lanes. The first lane, which I feel like is the most productive and where the most opportunity is lane number 1, where we're talking about labor automation, right? There are, and don't get upset at me, but like just about everything is going to be automated at some point, right? And I don't want to say everything because the human mind is still needed to direct and different things like that, but they're predicting the level of job loss that's going to happen between now and the next 10 years. They're saying is staggering to the point where we are going to need universal basic income. And if that's the case for my staffing clients, you need to be thinking differently right now. That shift needs to take place in your brain right now. And I'm going to do a side. We're going to talk about this in way more detail in a second. But I just want to let you know that this is something that you want to be thinking about and you can really be on the forefront. If you've been behind before, now you can be on the forefront. But I think most jobs are going to be automated for the most part, right? So this is a $10 trillion opportunity. Your audience is going to be like operators and owners, companies who basically want fewer humans and more output. And any entrepreneur you talk to, whether they're ethical or not, they ultimately want that, right? They want more output, fewer humans. Fix the workflow so my business will stop bleeding time and money. They're going to buy speed, accuracy, fewer errors, headcount reduction. So you're automating things, okay? And we're going to get into this in more detail, but you're going to be automating things. Lane number 2 is enterprise AI, okay? Now, enterprise AI is very important because there's this implementation gap that's taken place amongst enterprise level companies. So enterprise level companies, if you don't know, are your large companies, your Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 companies that has 10,000 employees and making billions of dollars, maybe even trillions of dollars. And they are like, oh, we need AI right now. But there are a few things that are happening. Their internal staff, all of the developers that they've had all of this time, they're not bought into AI like that. And they're probably more anti-AI. Number 2, enterprise companies are so freaking large that it's really hard to like implement a new technology, right? Because that technology has to not only be implemented through the technology piece, but it also has to be implemented through change management, right? Through the mindset and who's going to be using it and making sure that they're prepared to use this new technology and whatever the case may be. It takes a lot longer to adopt a new technology, new systems, different things like that. Okay, so what they're doing is they're saying, okay, no worries, we'll go and we'll hire like one of the large consulting firms like your Booz Allen or whoever. Well, they're also large and they're looking for consultants who are AI driven. And so there's this opportunity for you. Okay. And that's to go in and help these big, large companies implement AI. Okay. Implement AI using the AI technology. So I won't get into all the bells and whistles, but this is a huge opportunity, and they don't care whether you're a small company or not. They just want their implementation projects to be implemented. Whatever it is that they're trying to implement, they need you to come in and make that happen. And their current team, 9 times out of 10, are unable to do that, which is why you're probably seeing a lot of those layoffs happening on the tech side, from these larger companies. So really, really, really big opportunity for enterprise AI implementation. Lane 3 is a micro vertical niches. So these are small markets that have big money but zero competition, right? I call it the nicheification of AI. The nicheification. Y'all know I'm always throwing a niche in there, but the nicheification of AI. And these are kind of like weird, ignored, pencil and paper industry that nobody is really building for. This is where you can really go in and do some major magic. So let me go back in here. Oh, does it? Okay, there it is. So like cannabis companies, like compliance, you could build an AI software for that. Fertility clinic workflow automation. If you're in the healthcare space and you do OBGYN staffing, you might want to have some type of AI that does fertility clinic workflow automations. That might be your additional way in. And I'm just throwing things out there. Pain management documentation. If your clients are pain management centers, you might want to have an AI platform that will support them in a totally different way. And then the other example here is niche credentialing for telehealth departments. And this could be different, depending on what that niche market is. It's about identifying what that niche market is and then figuring out what the problem is and how we can build for that niche market specifically. Okay. Lots and lots of opportunity there, just so you know. Now, lane 4, SMB, small, medium-sized businesses and creators. Okay. So this is the person who's like 1 or 2 to 3, but they're wearing 1,000 different hats, many different hats. This is your solopreneurs, your micro agencies, your small clinics, your content creators, right? Your coaches. This is where it's like, I need leverage. Okay. Like I need leverage. I can't afford a full-time team or a full-size team even. So I need additional type of leverage. So this is where you can create AI that will go in and maybe automate something that they need the most. And it depends on what they are. If they're, a coach or a trainer, maybe it's posting social media for them. You can create the AI that does that. Or building out their blog articles to increase search engine optimization. Maybe even create a full operations manager or an executive assistant that does a lot of the work for them on the back end. They're going to buy the leverage and the efficiency at a low price. You're going to sell it to many people who are like in that small, market and that SMB market. So great opportunity for you to offset your current business finances, to increase your lead generation, to offer more value. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Okay. And then lane 5 is consumer and communities. This is where you're talking about entertainment, identity, joy. Why do I say this? It's because this is the lane where passion, culture, and belonging live. People are buying identity, insight, connection, joy. So, I have this idea. I don't really want to put it out there, but anime life lessons, anime, AI. If you're into anime, right? Because these are normal, everyday things that are more entertainment focused. Maybe you're a real big sneakerhead. You might build something around AI that focuses on sneakers, right? Maybe you have been in substance abuse and you want to help other people who have experienced the same thing. So you do like a recovery companion. Or maybe you're really big in your church and you want to do something that will help support your church community in some way using AI. They buy emotional value and community. This is more of the entertainment space. So these are the 5 market lanes that are going to pay you with AI today. And you're going to want to decide and choose what lane you want to be in. For my staffingpreneurs, depending on your client for sure, but I would definitely be looking at that labor automation because it fits in line with what you've already built over the years, right, in your staffing agency. I hope you don't have staffing agency in your name, whether you do or not, but you can take this and expand it. This becomes additional leverage. You know, I've been telling you that you can offer humans, you can place AI agents, digital agents, or you can do the whole thing. And I'm going to go into the 4 pathways of things you can build in a second, but I wanted to start you off with the 5 market lanes first to give you perspective and not to scare you, but to get you prepared, because many of you are playing right now. You're playing, you don't see it, or you're just like, no, D, that's not going to happen. Universal basic income doesn't even sound plausible. Okay, cool. I want to share this video with you that we're not going to watch the whole thing naturally, and I hope you can hear it. If you cannot, please tell me, because I don't know if I'm doing this right. Can you hear that? Can somebody put in Can somebody put in the chat whether you can hear that or not? Because I just want to make sure before I go into this video. Could you hear the guy speaking? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. I gotta wait. Hold on. I see somebody probably responding, but y'all not responding fast enough for me. Hold on. Let me see what the dilly is. Let me see. Okay. No. Okay, so you cannot. All right. Let's see. Hold on. And my phone is like nothing is working. I think I'm stuck. Hold on. I'm stuck. I hope you can see this, because I can't see your comments for whatever reason and whether you can hear this, but I'm going to play this because it's very important. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Let me just see. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I feel like you can't. That's what I said, Marcia. I literally was saying that. I was like, I don't think y'all can hear that, but it's very important. Hold on one second. That's why I had to go live. I had to go live on myself to see if I myself could hear it. So hold on one second. And when I asked initially, nobody said anything, or maybe it just came in too late. So let's go in and do YouTube to MP4 convert. And let's go in and download it really quickly. It takes 2 seconds. Thank you, Marcia, for your response back. I was waiting for somebody to respond back. Okay. Let's download, save. Let's go in and download it really quickly. And then I should be able to do a video file. 1 second. Downloads. Link list. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we get some magic.
There's nothing artificial about job loss.
Let's see. Perfect. Now you can hear it. Okay, so let's go back in really quickly. I apologize for the technical errors. That's just D. Williams being. Don't tell anybody I said that Okay, so here we go.
There's nothing artificial about job loss. I'm Michael Smerconish in the Philly Burbs. AI is no longer an abstract threat. It's causing job loss right now, and the headlines, they tell the story. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, on Wednesday released a study that found that artificial intelligence can already replace 11.7% of the U.S. labor market, or as much as 1.2 trillion in wages across finance, healthcare, and professional services. The New York Times recently reported that Amazon is on the cusp of replacing what would be 600,000 warehouse jobs with robots and plans to automate 75% of its operations. CNBC reporting.
Before we dive into that, I just want to mention I was texting someone over the weekend and they started laughing at me. They was like, ha, 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 I'm in such and such warehouse. My job is not in threat. Robots are, I just responded back, robots are not coming, they're here. So don't think that robots aren't going to be in the mix, but I'll keep going.
The Salesforce, Walmart, Paramount, UPS, YouTube, and Meta have all announced new rounds of layoffs attributable to AI, with nearly 1 million job cuts nationwide this year. That's the job loss that we can measure. Now consider what some are predicting about the future. Goldman Sachs estimating that 6 to 7% of the U.S. workforce could be displaced due to AI adoption. They do note, however, that the impact may only be transitory because new opportunities created by AI might ultimately put people to work in other capacities. A report by the McKinsey Global Institute finding that AI could displace 40% of American jobs due to automation by 2030. That analysis found that robots and AI agents could automate more than half of U.S. work hours, both manual and cognitive, using technology that's available today if companies redesigned how they'll do things in the future.
And please know, companies are sitting in boardrooms trying to figure out how to redesign their infrastructure so that they can have less overhead and more profit. And AI and robots are going to create that opportunity for them. Okay. And so, again, I know this is kind of like my staffing feed, but I'm saying to you, you're either going to be the employee going on a universal basic income, which they're about to go into in 2 seconds, or you're going to be creating the jobs. You're going to be creating the jobs, and you're going to create the jobs. You're going to put the humans to work. You're going to put the AI digital workers to work, and you might even be putting robots to work. But the question is, what are you going to do, and what are you going to be ready for? Okay, that's very important.
The World Economic Forum projecting that 92 million jobs worldwide may be displaced by 2030. Ford's CEO saying that AI could replace half of all white-collar workers there. NYU professor Scott Galloway predicting that AI will hit middle management first, noting that 6% dropped in managers at public companies since 2022. So here we are, AI eliminating jobs, more automation coming. If millions of people lose work, how will they support themselves? This is where an idea from the 2020 presidential campaign returns to the conversation. Universal Basic Income, or UBI. The concept, pretty straightforward. Every American adult would receive a set check each month. For Cook County, Illinois, which includes Chicago, this concept just became reality. The Cook County Board of Commissioners unanimously approved its 2026 budget proposal just this month. It includes $7.5 million for a guaranteed basic income program. Commissioners approved it after the success of a pilot program.
So as you can see, they are already testing the waters for universal basic income, UBI, because the warning has been put out there that job loss is going to be crazy. We are not prepared for the transition that's about to take place. Those are the two things that the tech people have been telling you, and that there's very little AI safety. Those are the things that they've been coming out telling us for the last couple of years. They've been saying it as plain as day. They're not been hiding it. It hasn't been under the rug. They've been telling you, listen, AI is coming. We're going to implement. They also told us they're going to give us ASI, which is going to replace all things. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm going to stay focused in what's going on right now, which is universal basic income is going to be in play. You're saying Cook County, Chicago, Illinois is already testing. They've approved it for 2026. I'm sure it's not going to be on a large scale, but it is out there. And 2030, it's 2026 is 30 days away. 2030 is 4 years away. And they're saying this massive job loss is going to happen within the next 4 years. We don't know that that's true or not, but this is what they're predicting. So my question for you is, how are you going to transition your business? One, if you're watching this video and you're just like, okay, D, what am I going to do? You got to start getting into AI, because you're either going to become the provider of AI or you're going to be on that UBI. I don't mean to say it like that, but I feel like it. That's really the situation. And as an agency, as a staffing agency, how are you going to set yourself apart? The larger companies are going to have a harder time transitioning into something brand new. If you're small, mid-size, this is a perfect opportunity for you to be able to show employers that you are a part of this automation endeavor that they believe is going to ultimately take place. And here is your contribution to that. And if you start now, I've seen some of the experts say we've got roughly 2 years. I don't even believe we have that. You want to start now building out your MVP so that you can start getting your customers on there. It's such an easier sell than selling just staffing, right? It's really more about, what do you need? You'll find that if you get in the door and you're talking about the AI technology, that as you'll get the humans, right? Because you'll find out there's so much more that's needed. But to just stay in the space where you are, where you're just placing humans and you're not thinking about the shift that's taking place over the next 4 to 10 years, is crazy. It's diabolical. You've got to, if you're an owner, a CEO, of a company, you have to have a vision of what the future looks like. And the future around us is changing as we speak. You've got to be 2 steps ahead of that, if not 10 steps ahead of that, with your vision. And so I'm sharing this with you because I want you to have a true vision. I want you to be able to see what's coming so that you can start positioning your business right now. 4 years is going to come fast. They're saying 2030. That's insane. So what are you going to do about it? How are you going to shift your business? How are you going to transition your business? I've been working with agencies over the last couple of months, and I've just been lightly planting the seeds. We've got to get you into the AI space, and it's not enough, in my opinion, to just have a human-based staffing agency when most companies are trying to automate the labor, right? It's best to have a human who understands AI, and that you can, and also to have some type of AI infrastructure. And I want to go back and talk about what that AI infrastructure is going to look like. But I want to share a couple of minutes more of this interview. If you didn't catch it, I'll put the link in the description to cite the creator. But very interesting conversation. Just give me one moment. I'm going to share.
The county provided $500 a month to 3,200 households over 2 years. Survey findings based on that pilot revealed that 94% of the program recipients used the funds to address financial emergencies. 75% reported feeling more financially secure. 70% said that the program had a positive impact on mental health. Of course, there's the question of, how do you pay for it? In the case of Cook County, as a result of the decrease in commercial real estate values, everybody's property taxes are now sky high. In Chicago, rising 16.7%, the largest jump in at least.
I'm going to move. Y'all can go back and watch that. I want to get to the Andrew Yang part. Here he is. He's coming in. Give me 1 second. I do want to show you this, though, because I thought this was interesting.
Quote that you provided to the author of the piece. You said, all you need is self-driving cars to destabilize society. In a few years, we're going to have 1 million truck drivers out of work who are 94% male with an average level of education of high school or 1 year of college. That one innovation will be enough to create riots in the street. And we're about to do the same thing to retail workers, call center workers, fast food workers, insurance companies, and accounting firms. It was 7 years ago. How is that quote aging?
It's aging very, very well, unfortunately, Michael. I'm so glad that we're having this conversation. 44% of American jobs are either repetitive manual or repetitive cognitive, and thus could be subject to AI and automation.
They will be subject to AI and automation. There's not thus, they will. And if you don't build it, somebody else is. I mean, that's just the reality. If you're not the one to build the AI automation, someone else does. And who best to do it than a staffing agency? If they're going to automate the labor industry, why are we not the ones doing that? Isn't that what we do? Isn't that what we bring to the table? Isn't that like our superpower energy? That's what we should be integrating in. But I digress. I'll keep them going.
And we're seeing that unfold right now. It's heartbreaking for me because I feel we could be doing much, much more for the millions of Americans who are going to be displaced.
I know that Cook County is just a microcosm, but I'm sure in hearing about their experience, people are wondering, okay, Andrew Yang, we're on board. Now we get it. What you saw 7 years ago, the rest of us see, but how do we pay for it?
The CEO of Anthropic, Dario Amodei, just raised his hand and said, you guys should tax us, the AI firms. And right now, hundreds of billions of dollars of value is being realized by Anthropic and these other firms on the back, by the way, of data that we all provided unwittingly and didn't agree to it. But it's trillions of dollars of value, and most Americans aren't going to see a dime of that. So if you have the CEO of an AI company saying you should tax us, I think we should take him up.
And I agree. So that's a whole different conversation, but I agree. If we're going to be the ones to automate things and different things like that, then why should the AI companies not be taxed? I mean, and Marcia said, I thought about that already. Yeah. I mean, we have to help hold the right people responsible. But I don't know. Did you go back when you look at the video? They were talking about with the test pilot that they had, that they're only paying people $1,000 a month. How are you going to live off of $1,000 a month? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy. So we have to do our part and not just building AI responsibly, right? But helping to teach other people how to use AI responsibly. And if you're here as one of my clients who are running a staffing agency, this becomes your responsibility to build AI. This becomes your responsibility to train your people that are coming in the door. That's one thing you could be doing with candidates right now. Like, hey, we provide AI training, right? And connect with an AI trainer that can come and help, or maybe you're building the AI training for you've got to really start diving into AI today. You can't be afraid of it. You can't wait until it gets bigger or better, or you've got to start diving in and building and creating today. For your legacy, I'm just telling y'all right now, just the idea. I'm not about to be on universal basic income. And I just cannot see myself living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put yourself in a very, very different space. Now, I want to go back really quickly because we were talking about the 4 pathways. I want to tell you the things you can build because we talked about the 5 lanes that where money is flowing into AI automation. And I wanted to give you perspective and you understand that this is happening. It's not something that Dee's just talking about. This is happening. And yes, 1,000,000% AI automation is about to take over the world, period. Okay. But you can be one to create AI, to take AI, create it responsibly. Number one, that's something I'm really passionate about. You creating AI responsibly. You can be the one to make sure that you set a legacy for your family for centuries to come. This is an opportunity for you to do that. This is the AI gold rush that they're talking about. And so there are 4 different ways you can build AI today, actually rather easily. It's nothing like building a traditional software in the past. And I was building traditional software in the past. So I'm telling you, this is so much easier. So pathway number 1 is AI agent workers. Right now you have a staffing agency. So it makes so much sense that AI does the complete job function, not a tool, but as a digital employee. You offer humans, you offer AI digital employees. and you might in the future offer robots. I don't know how you're going to do that, but what have you. Pathway number 2, AI powered agency. So right now you are a service-based business if you're a staffing agency, but right now you're doing 100% of the work manually. With an AI powered agency, you basically run a service business where AI does 80% of the delivery. You do the strategy and the oversight from the, so it's you're still a service based business. And I'll just give you perspective, like from like if you did an AI staffing agency, right? An AI powered staffing agency, all of your sourcing would be done through AI. All of your recruiting, your appointments, all of that done via AI, your credentialing done via AI. Everything would be done via, I would say everything, but I would say core things would be done via AI. And then the less core things, you would still manage and do, and you still might have 1, 2, maybe even 5 people on staff. I was watching an interview and they were talking about with the AI gold rush, we're going to see our first set of trillionaires, but they're going to be in billionaires that are going to be 1 and 2 man companies. That's very interesting. Pathway number 3 is a full stack AI company. And this is where you basically replace entire industries. So this is where you could, in the example of staffing, you would have a full stack AI company that does the entire staffing function and there is no humans involved. You're selling, it's fully done by AI, the whole kit and caboodle. This is what Y Combinator is looking for. They're looking for software companies that are replacing full functions. They want to put billions of dollars behind that. So that is an opportunity. And then you have pathway number 4, which is SaaS platforms, which is SaaS means software as a service. And you're going to self-serve software that customers can use directly. You're going to build it. They're going to log in. They're going to run it. Many of these can become SaaS platforms as well. So you could use 2 different pathways at the same time. I would say if you're on the pathway or if you're looking at pathway number 3, like this video for me, please. If you're looking for pathway number 3, I would definitely start off with pathway number 1, right? Because pathway number 3 is a series of AI agents. Pathway number 1 is building that first AI agent. And you could start off by solving one specific problem with one AI agent. And then you could say, okay, now I see these are more problems. And then you could just build more agents until you have a full stack AI company. So you start pathway number 1, kind of pushing yourself into pathway number 2, and then gradually being a pathway number 3. And then ultimately you could probably pathway number 4, your pathway number 3, but I don't want to get too technical with you. I'm just throwing it out there. So, but these are your 4 building pathways. And we have our Idea to AI 3-day boot camp that's coming up. It's on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. We have mainly online tickets, okay? Because I got to come and push my LA people, but we have mainly online tickets. That's where most people are going to be. I would encourage you to join the online boot camp at this point so that you can start to deliver and create a product. And what we do in this boot camp is just like what you see here. What we're going to do is we're going to figure out what your market lane is. We're going to figure out what building pathway you're going to get into. But the first thing we're going to do is figure out, like, okay, do we need to, like, how do we find something that's specific to you and what you do and what you know? I built this process called the KEESKA, and this is our KEESKAs to AI transformation model. And basically what we do is we look at your knowledge, experience, expertise, skills, kinship, and abilities and stories to figure out what resonates with you. And then you can build something AI driven around it, right? So like an example with your knowledge, you have you might know anime, you might know astrology, you might know sneaker culture. So earlier I talked about sneaker culture. You can build an AI that authenticates sneakers and tell their history or their value where people can purchase, trade, sell, community. Bam. If you know astrology, you can build AI that serves as an astro CRM where creators and practitioners store client charts and AI suggests ideal dates, topics, blah, 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 blah. This is just knowledge. But what if it was your experience, right? The work experience that you have. Maybe you're a customer service agent or you your specialty is in customer service. You can build an AI that delivers a multi-agent architecture where different specialized AIs like triage AI, billing AI, tech AI, retention AI, they all collaborate to fully handle complex requests, right? So you might do that. If you've managed a restaurant before, maybe you're building an AI that's end-to-end smart restaurant operating system that connects the point of sales, reservations, kitchen display systems, and inventory to orchestrate the staffing, the ordering, the seating. You can do so many different things. If you manage the retail store, so it doesn't matter your experience. You can build an AI that acts as the shift floor manager agent that reads your point of sale plus foot traffic data and sends real-time suggestions. Hey, open a new register over there, move an associate to a fitting room, push add-on items at the checkout. So there are many different things that you can do. Here's my macaroni and cheese example that y'all saw me use. If you're an expert in baking mac and cheese, build an AI that offers a self-serve mac and cheese builder where users can drag, sliders for creaminess, cheesiness, crust level, and spice. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what you're good at. It doesn't matter what you're into. Our job, our goal is to figure out whatever that is and to help you create something that is based on that, specific to you. And we want to understand, because it might not be around your business. Some of you have businesses, I'm going to build something around my business. Cool. We can do that. Some of you is like, I don't know about, I don't know if I want it to be about my business, but I do feel like the people that I'm doing business with will benefit from it. So maybe that's the situation, right? It doesn't really matter, but the goal is you need to start building. Okay. So if it is not work related, then it needs to be something related, but you want to start building with AI today. You do not want to wait. You don't want to wait 2 years. We don't want to wait. We want to do it today. Okay. So very, very, very important. And then I went in your abilities. You're great at problem solving. You're naturally organized. Maybe it's your story, your personal story. You overcame an addiction, you immigrated and built a business here. That's a big feat, right? You went from homeless to home owner. So there are a lot of different things that you can do to actually build out. It doesn't necessarily have to be around your business. Although I feel like if you're here, you're probably here because you got a business or you want to start a business, one of the two, and you're trying to figure out how you can get your foot on the leverage pedal so that you're not in a situation where as things transition, you're the one that's being affected by the transition. Nobody is safe. No, if you are employed, you are not safe. Okay, that's just start. Let's just make that very clear right now. The only people that are safe are entrepreneurs. And even with the entrepreneurs, depending on your business type, will define how safe you are. Because if you're not thinking about automation, you're going to be unsafe very shortly. But I'm going to just tell you right now, if you're depending on a paycheck in any way, form, or fashion from an employer, your job is not safe unless you are like a master AI, right? Your job is not safe. And so if you can do it, AI can do it. And if they put ASI in, you're out. So the goal is for you to build a business model that's going to allow you to have some safety, that's going to allow you to feel secure, right? Where we definitely, and to put you in a position where you're able to help others. I feel like that's very important because I can't imagine what this country is going to look like with a massive unemployment rate. I can't imagine what this country is going to look like with people being on UBI. But that's the world that we're creating right now. And so I feel like it's our responsibility, our moral responsibility. I am an Aquarius. I'm a humanitarian. And, it's our responsibility to learn today, to start building and creating today, and then to start training others, because I do feel like we still have the power to shift things, right? I do still feel like we have the power to shift things. We're only being told one thing, and so that becomes the belief system, and then we go along with that belief system. But what if we all started building with AI? What if we all started building and we shifted the way work is, and we created positions that utilized AI versus trying to just replace AI? It's still, we're going to have unemployment, but it I feel like creatively work would look differently. And I feel like people would also have an opportunity to create based on the things that they love versus having to just go to work for someone and get paid to just get the paycheck. But who am I? I got so many thoughts about this because I do so much research, right? And reading those reports that are coming out of MIT around AI and all of those things. And I'm just trying to imagine what the future looks like. I know what the opportunities are, and the opportunities are to build with AI right now. Okay. That is the opportunity. Um, how things are going to transition over the next couple of years, I have no clue. I'm eager to hear from you all. I put it in the comments. Let me know, what do you think the future is going to look like over the next 5 to 10 years? How do you feel like this automation shift is going to, shift things and the economy? Do you think that we're going to have a shift in class, the rich versus the poor? Will the middle class still exist? If you don't know AI, do you think that you could just live off of universal basic income and just chill? Do you think UBI is going to be enough for you to live? I got all of these questions. These are the questions I'm asking myself. And I think the bigger question is, like, as an entrepreneur, how can we help people to understand AI better and to become a part of it, right? How do we train them fast enough to ensure that they get to maintain their role? That's very, very important. I have a AI systems thinking class that I want to teach. I think I'm gonna do it for free. Because once you understand how to use AI right and you start creating with it, you could really be a force for good change in regards to how we receive AI and how we utilize it and what we get out of it and different things like that. I don't know, but my goal is to just talk about it, to train on it, to teach on it, and to really help people get the skill set that they need in AI so that they can control their future. But I don't want you to wait 2 years or 4 years I don't want you to wait until everything collapses before you start building. I want you to invest in understanding not just how to use Chat GPT, because to me, chat is probably, I don't say the worst. I would say that each AI platform has their own strengths, but you can't rely on any one of those platforms solely. You have to really, really understand what value each platform brings, and then try to get the best out of that platform. So I don't want to say it's the worst, but I wouldn't do everything and all things with chat, right? So it's more than just about utilizing Chat GPT or knowing how to go in and to type something that's from your brain. Can you create a prompt? Can you create a GPT that can create prompts for you? Do you know how to take your thoughts and integrate them with AI? And can you, when you read things that are the output that's coming from AI, do you believe everything that it says? I hope not, because it's wrong most of the time, right? So it's like, and what are you using it for? So it's just like, you really got to get training. You really got to understand how to utilize it and how you integrate it with the work that you're doing today in order for you to really see how you can automate things, solve problems, and different things like that. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. I know it was, but my goal today was to open your minds, open your thought process, to help you understand that time is of the essence. This is not, again, I'm not trying to scare you, but I do want you to have a very clear understanding that 2030 is 4 years away. And all the things that we've been talking about over the last 2 years are here, literally. And it's moving faster than what even the experts are expecting or were expecting. And so I want you to share this video. I want you to share this video with people that you know. And I want you to watch this video again. I want you to think about the 4 pathways and the 5 lanes that you can get involved in, and to figure out how you can be a part of creating a better future, right? For us taking control of this thing and creating a better future. I want you to like my video, okay? And if you're on my YouTube, subscribe to my channel. This is my first time live on X, so welcome to all my people who are watching on X. I appreciate you. And yeah, and just rewatch this video with it. Let's see, Marcia, she's been engaging with me all day. Hopefully it frees us up to do greater things that only humans are capable of, like helping people and taking better care of them. I agree. And what scares me is my mom is 69. She'll be 70 in February. She got more energy than I do, believe it or not. But I think about the fact that, like, at some point, 5-10 years, I'm going to need to take care of my mama, and I don't know, like, those are the things that you were talking about, Marcia, like helping people and taking care. Yeah, that'll be great to be able to take care of my mama. You know what I'm saying? Versus putting her into an assisted living home or something like that. I think AI is going to do one of the two things. It's either going to take us out or it's going to allow us to become more human. And I'm hoping that it's the latter, that it's going to allow us to really connect with who we are, our purpose, and different things like that. And the work that we do will be things that we absolutely enjoy and love. I love building technology. I love training. I love branding. I'm already doing the things that I love, but AI allows me to do those things that I love even better, to be honest with you, in a lot of different ways. And so I'm hoping that we're going to utilize it for good, and that we're going to see amazing things come out of AI. And I feel like the only way that can happen is if you and I intentionally, purposefully dive in and start building with it and creating with it and shaping with what it does ethically. Because right now you only got the big guys that are doing it. You see, I got this little thing right there. You got the big guys that are doing it, and they're doing it with their own intentions in mind, and maybe not necessarily with the people in mind and the future of our society. But if we, the people, get involved and we, the people, ethically start to build, we're going to be able to see some really amazing things. I think we can control our future in a totally different way, and I am here for it. Okay. I love y'all. I got to go back to work. I just wanted to chime in, talk to you a little bit about what's going on. The link is in the bio for my boot camp. Okay. I need you to come to my boot camp. You will love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I look forward to seeing you there. Oh, go to Staffingpreneurs Academy if you're starting a staffing business. If you're looking to start a staffing business, this is the new age staffing business. This is 2026 staffing. This is not a 2018 staffing. This is 2026, where you place humans, you place AI, you place robots. We ain't playing games, okay? So please do that. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I love you. I appreciate you, Marcia, for chiming in. There's way more people here, but you were the only one that really was chiming in for D. Williams, and I appreciate that love. I love you. For everybody who's watching the replay, I love y'all too. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all.
Unleash your ideas. No time to wait. Build your dream. Don't let it escape. From the vision to the code, from the thought to the sale, you've got the fire. Now set your trail. 'Cause empires rise where ideas ignite. This is your moment. This is your life.